Good morning, fourth graders. Today we are on page 231 of your student journal, and we are just going to be continuing with what we did yesterday. So our objective is the same. It is, today I will identify and classify triangles based by their attributes. Okay, so yesterday we talked about the two different attributes we're going to be looking at, and we're going to be looking at triangles classified by their side or triangles classified by their angles. So we can use this to reference if we need to remember some of this key vocabulary. But I'm just going to jump right in and get started. Okay, so my first problem looks like this. And it says, name the triangle and explain why this is not a scalene triangle. Okay. So remember when I said that we're going to use the attributes, the side and the angle attribute, that means that every triangle is going to get two names. Okay, in our steps it says to do the angle first. It's really not going to matter. You just need to remember two names based on attributes. So I'm going to have a side name and an angle name. So my angle name is going to be based on my angles, and I have a post-it note to help me. Remember, this is always a 90-degree angle, so if I look at this first one, I can tell that this angle is definitely an acute angle. This angle is also an acute angle. And if I need to turn my book, because sometimes that helps me to have it straight, I can see that that one is also an acute angle. So my angle name for this triangle is going to be acute. Okay, then every triangle also has a side name. And it's based on how many sides are equal. So these two dashes are telling me that these two are equal, or sometimes we use the word congruent in math. Congruent means same. So these two sides are congruent and this one is different. Well, that is an isosceles. So this would be an acute isosceles triangle. Okay, they also want me to say why this is not scalene. And I know it's not because I can say it is not scalene because it has two equal sides. So I could have added on and said a scalene triangle has no equal sides if I would like. Okay, my next one that I'm going to do for you asks me to draw a right scalene triangle. Okay. So right means it has to have a right angle. And scalene means none of the sides could be equal. So if you notice, here's my right angle. And then this is my shortest side, that's my medium side, and this is. I can even use these marks. And the reason they're all different shows that none of them match. So none of my none of my sides match. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's do some together. We are on page 232. And here's my first problem. What is the difference between the right isosceles triangle and a right scalene triangle? Okay, well, the right isosceles has these match, and this one's different, but the right scalene, none of them match. So we could say that. We could say we can use some abbreviations. The right isosceles has 2 equal sides, and the right scalene has 0 equal sides. That's how those two are different. Okay, let's look at number 2. Name the triangle. Explain why the triangle is not acute. Okay, this is an acute angle because it's less than 90. This is an acute angle because it's less than 90. This is an obtuse angle because it's more than 90, and those two are equal. So this angle name would be obtuse, and its side name would be an isosceles. So this is an obtuse isosceles angle. And then we can say it is not an acute triangle because all angles are not acute. That's what an acute triangle is. All angles have to be acute. I also could have said it is not an acute triangle because there is an obtuse angle. We could have done either one of those. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, feel free to refer to this to help you as you do your work today. And you have quite a few pages that you're going to be working on. Have a nice day.